do.
Hey, what's up? I'm back doing the show, y'all. You know what I'm saying? The show must go on. The show must go on. The making of a star. And I have one of my favorite guests. You've seen this guy before, right?
Right, Frank Craven.
Frank Craven. That's. I was just about to say the words right out of my mouth. Frank Craven. That's the man right there.
One of many men.
One of them.
I long ago gave up on being a unique individual, although everyone is a unique spark of God's light and the star, but we're all individuals, and when we think about God's perspective, every one of us is a beautiful creature. Every one of us is a blessing. Every one of us is a unique powerhouse that can make miracles happen. So I've made many in my life, and I do what I do, you do what you do. Everyone does their own thing. And as far as you believe in what you are doing, you work towards it, and you make fabulous things happen in life.
For me to respond, my first reaction to what you said, because you said a couple of things, but my first response is, I think the best thing is for a person to have a mentor that can save them a lot of wasted time.
Right. A guru, a rabbi, a yogi, a teacher, anybody that shows you the path, a good parent, somebody, a big brother, by all means. It's always good to have a master. And then eventually apprentice becomes the master.
Saves you a lot of wasted time.
Time. You know, in eternity, there is no such thing. It's all a cosmic circumstance. And yeah, we have time. We begin, middle, and end to our frequency of our physical form. But in reality, it's all okay, because you can spend hours and hours, days and days, weeks and weeks, months and months in front of a canvas that hopefully gets sold and someone looks at briefly and likes it or not. And it's like time. You spend a lot of time doing stuff and it doesn't mean much. But in the final analysis, are you happy? Are you in the zone doing your thing? Does hours turn into minutes? Are you enjoying yourself in the process? And then that's where we have heaven on earth, because we're involved in we're engaged in something that gives us pleasure. And then suddenly time disappears. It passes quickly.
You know, you're not that easy to keep up with, my brother. I'm really trying, though. Don't think I'm not trying. I feel like I need a notebook.
Yeah, I got my notebook here. I like the noon phases notebook.
You definitely can carry on a conversation. It's not boring.
Well,
not boring.
You know what? Tomorrow is the World Bee Day, May 20th, and I wrote a poem about the bees. And I was thinking that maybe we could share that.
Kick one. Good.
Well,
Let's take turns.
What do you think about bees? Let's just get going.
Bees?
Bees, you know, things that make honey.
Themselves?
Yeah, bees.
I don't know. I'm afraid of them.
Well, yeah, they sting you, but actually it's medicine. You know, beekeepers live longer. It gives you swell up, and it's a bee can actually hurt you, but it's okay. It's a temporary hurt. And actually, there's a thing called apiotherapy, and I interviewed a lady once that had bees, and she had MS. What's that? Multiple sclerosis. One of your body, and you're weak, and your joints, and there's no medicine for it. It's a really bad disease. She would sting herself with a bee, and it gave her relief from pain, and it was some medicine. It's like bees. Everything has a purpose in life. Anyway, bees make honey that lasts forever, and is really a good, nutritious thing. And they have a purpose to pollinate trees and crossbreed, and bees have a tremendous part in the biological ecosphere.
Okay, but you brought up bees for what reason?
No, I brought up the fact that tomorrow is May 20th, 2026, World Bee Day.
Okay.
To be conscientious about bees. And I wrote a poem that I was inspired to write.
I thought you was going to say the poem.
Yeah, I sat in the library today.
You're setting me up.
No, I sat in the library and I wanted to type it out and share it and give it to you and have it handy, but my time ran out and I lost my document.
This is brand new, hot off the press.
Well, I've been working on it for the past few days, and my process is to write it out in hand, but then, type it out and shape it out. Tennessee Williams, a great playwright, said,
I think I know who Tennessee Williams is.
right, he said, a great play is not written, it's rewritten.
Wow.
So we rewrite and pull it together.
As the journalist, as the person interviewing you, I want to hear the poem.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Can we get to that part?
Sure.
Okay. So go ahead, kick it. What's up?
All right, let's see. Then I'm happy to
right?
share this with you.
Is it long?
Oh, well, it's a couple of pages. It's all right. It should run about 3 or 4 minutes.
Okay, that's not long.
Maybe it's 2.
That's not long.
Hopefully I won't get kicked off the open mic when I recite my poem.
Is it foul language?
Oh, there's just one curse in it, but it's a judicious
This comes
curse.
on at 10 o'clock at night, so it's okay.
No, but it's not vulgarity.
You guys know that I do not, the views of my guests are their views, right? You do know that. Okay.
Yeah, Michael.
So if he says something crazy, that's on him.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. There's just one vulgarity in it, but it's actually an acceptable term that's been often used, and not as a gratuitous vulgarity. It's a descriptive adjective that's popular.
Rolling and action.
World Bee Day by Frank Craven. We live in a disguised dictatorship. No ifs, ands, nor buts. Ballot access, bureaucratic bullshit has two-party ruts. Towing the line, big bucks for elite hissy fits, arguing budget cuts about who gets the hits. But not for their salary nor pension, Pentagon inflate, never reduce but recessed extension, keep the ball in play. For armed conflict, top secret cruel tension, reptilian gray. Carnivore, bloodthirsty, monster inventions hold people at bay. In Guantanamo, Abu Ghraib torture, legalized atrocity, ignoring our amazing horticulture, nanotechno velocity, national laws that protect bees from all harm, is happening right now in France. No cancer-causing pesticides on any farm. Survival is not up to chance. Respect life, our promised land of milk and honey. Has no checkpoint border, bombs and guns. It's a big kibbutz garden for all that's sunny. Work and play for our granddaughters and sons. The Amish, the Quakers, Muslims or Jews hold up high the moral truth. All believe in a shared fair play of God's good news, not be a trigger, happy, cruel. That awful stuff is drill trained in boot camp. It's mind control programming. For cops to follow orders, rubber stamp. And educated spamming. Salute flag waving, hail damnation. No questions, just follow orders. Ignore our intuition sensation. Stop everyone at the border. For tax stamp visas, not revelation. We all know the truth of God's blessings. Love, light, and freedom. No need to doubt with second guessing Jesus Christ's kingdom. The Messiah's messenger of peace, born in the Holy Land, all violence and killing must cease. True faith must take a stand. Soldiers must aim high above, for thou shalt not kill, as humans that want to love and do as God's will. To live together in harmony, to make life better, not from money, but simple lessons we learn from answer bees, to share our blessings and fall upon our knees. In humble reverence and sacred prayer, for grateful preference, and not be scared. Because God exists, whether or not you believe. Yet demons persist to rob your faith and relief. We all know better now, the right versus wrong. So chant Om, be the Tao, and sing joyful song.
Bravo. Bravo, 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 bravo.
No more, por favor. I mean, come on now.
Not bad,
all the animals and creatures get along just fine, except humans and snakes are the only species that actually kill each other for sport. and just out of random killing and violence. And all the other species, you know, maybe a lion will attack another out of territorial or tribal thing, but they're not really on the hunt as a predator in this prey predator society. The animals eat each other once in a while, but not their own species, nor do they randomly attack just for the fun of it. But snakes and humans are the creatures that are out of control and don't know how to respect life and each other.
Okay. After listening to the poem, I had two, like, questions or statements or two reactions. Actually, three. But the first one, you said Muslims. I think it's Muslims, right?
Well, yeah, as I say, Quaker, Amish, Christian-based people, or Jews or Muslims, they all have a moral creed. They all have a belief in respecting.
No, that's not my point. My point is it pronounced Muslim or Muslim?
Oh, whatever. You know, it's a potato or patata. It doesn't matter. That's your accent. The Muslim is Muslim or Muslim. It's how you write it.
Listening.
Yeah.
Whoever's watching the show, if they're Muslim, they might be like, "What the hell?" You know, why would you know? It's a question.
Well, the Boston say on the
as a journalist, as the host of the show, that's one reaction. Is this? Are you pronounced? You know, I have to show respect. So that was one point.
Well, the Californians will call yard with a hard R, yard, and in Boston they'll say yard without ignore it. So it's just a way of accentuating a word, and however you pronounce it doesn't matter. It's the idea of the Muslim people from Islam have a faith in God and Allah to respect life and as a fundamental principle of their belief.
Okay. I'm not getting the answer to my question.
No, you did. I explained that there are different accents using the same word.
Okay.
There is no correct way of saying it.
Okay, that's my answer.
Unless you want to write it with U instead of an O. Muslim with U or O with a MOAS.
Okay.
And those two variants are also, I think, acceptable in the dictionary.
Okay. And my other one was not just the pronunciation. It was something else. I lost it.
Whatever, it's just poetry and music. They're words strung together in rhyme, you know, talking about peace in the world.
That's what it was. At first, as a person listening, I couldn't keep up with it. I was kind of lost.
Hey, I'm sorry, I ran it too quickly.
Wait. No, I'm giving you my honest opinion. Do you want an honest opinion?
Absolutely.
Okay. So in the beginning, I was like, yo, it was kind of like Hank Aaron, like somewhere I had never been. But then, as it got towards like the middle of the poem, then I started breaking in. I started getting to understand.
Well, yeah, my friend too, I read it too, said the same thing, that she didn't like the poem, and it starts off very angry and harsh, but then it mellows out.
Yeah, it gets.
So my opening line is, we live in a disguised dictatorship.
Okay, I don't want to do that. It's my time.
No ifs, ands, nor buts.
I'm not going to go into detail.
Ballot access, bureaucratic bullshit.
Okay.
You know, the idea is that if you're an independent candidate, like Anderson was, or Ross Perot, or Robert Kennedy, or Jill Steiner, someone who wants to run for the party can't go outside the Republican or Democratic infrastructure.
Okay, so at the end of the day, without going into detail or debate, I'm right on. My points are kind of right on. Someone else said that, yes, it seemed a little rough in the beginning and then it got smoother. So I was right on.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, perhaps I should rewrite it or actually change it altogether.
Maybe that's what you want. Sometimes we want that. Sometimes you want, as a writer, you want to hit them in the head. Sometimes you want to hit them in the head later.
Yeah, right. Well, it's good to wrap it up into a crescendo and really come down.
Sometimes you want it to
build it up, yeah.
Yeah, it depends on you.
You hook them in, and then you smash them. You don't smash them at the beginning. You know, you want someone to listen to you. You don't bang the door. You have to tap lightly, then they open up. Otherwise, you come on like gangbusters. Like, whoa, dude.
When I was teaching acting, and when I was in class, they taught introduction, happening, conflict, climax, ending. So that goes for everything.
Yeah.
And
hopefully conflict resolution.
Well, and just what I'm not telling you what you know. I'm just telling you what I was taught, and that's
Right.
That's what I was taught, and it was taught that way. They didn't say resolution. They said to me.
Well, it's resolution if it's a comedy, and not resolved if it's a tragedy. The hero dies or something, like in Hamlet or whatever.
I just know what I was taught.
Okay, fine.
Introduction.
Right.
And then happening, that there had to be a happening.
Yeah.
And then there's a conflict, and then there's a climax. I guess another word would be resolution, but I was taught. And then I transfer what I taught.
No, I corrected myself. Resolution is if it's a comedy, and not if it's a tragedy. So it doesn't have to be a resolution of a conflict. Anyway, the conflict and drama is what generates the tension. You know, two parties, the protagonist, the antagonist. You know, the warring hero party, the plot. What's going on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
like, I usually deal with people as an individual first. So I help them with their monologue. I find a monologue that's perfect for them. And then I'll find scenes that's perfect for them to show, like you said, protagonist, antagonist. So I'll show both sides of the coin. Yeah. So, and with the show.
No, that's my phone. I'll ignore that. I'm sorry. I put it on silent. And unfortunately, and no disturbing, but it's unfortunately still on. So I apologize for having a phone on the set.
But anyway, so with the show, I do, you know, where you been, where you at, where you going, so that when you talk about where you've been and where you at and where you're going, my audience will learn something, and they'll see. And try to identify with you, and you are a person that I can actually bring on the show and take notes, because you always have something interesting to say. There's never really a boring moment with you.
Well, I never use the word boredom. I can't. I don't allow boredom or hatred in my vocabulary. Because we're atoms in a universe and frequencing throughout vibratory journey, and this is
vibratory.
This is an amazing, this is an exceptional experience to be physicalized as a Holy Spirit. I'm in physical form, and whether or not I'm feeling sick or not, it doesn't matter, because it's an exciting experience. And usually I don't get sick, but if and when I'm sick or I'm stuck waiting for a bus forever, I'm not jumping out of my skin and need a cigarette or something. I used to when I was younger, but now I'm more getting into my Buddhahood and my sense of one with the universe, and just get into this awesome sense of being a part of and observing this fantastic journey called life, which is amazing. It's actually a miracle. It's really a miracle that we're alive, living this experience.
Frank?
What?
How am I supposed to talk to you if you never pause? If you never come to a pause, how am I supposed to get a word in?
Well, whatever. We were talking about boredom, and I don't allow that. You said never a boring moment. I said, yeah, because I'm... when I've had tasks and jobs as a dishwasher, waiter, and it's been repetitive, the tasks, I sing songs to the Lord. Jesus is my Savior and friend, so I like sing hymns to Him and thank Him for teaching me to be patient. And that makes the time pass quicker, and suddenly the task isn't that difficult, like mopping the floor or doing some boring job. There's no such thing as boredom. It's in your mind.
So I can have a decent show. So we can take turns listening to each other.
Sure.
Take turns talking to each other. Instead of having a whole show of me trying to overtalk you or trying to force my words in, I don't want to do that. So I want to give you the floor and let you have the floor, and I want you to do the same for me. So the way I was raised, we go, I go, and we say, I'm mad. So if you're talking, if I want to say something, I'll try to handle, I say, I go. And that means I'm waiting. And then your turn, when you're ready, you say, I'm mad.
Oh, wait a second. I don't want to learn a new language. Can't we just keep a hand
I
signal?
go,
No,
I
no,
bet.
you know,
I
think,
did this with you before.
yeah, but let's
You know how
just,
many times you've been on my show?
no, twice, and this is the third time, and I'm just
You've been
saying,
in my house.
let us enjoy our finger.
do the finger.
Yeah, the finger sounds good, because it's
Your
a
turn.
visual cue.
Your turn.
Me speak? What about what? No, I'm just suggesting that instead of learning Ago Ahmed, which is fine because Ahmed sounds like Amen. It's in the
It means I want to speak.
Yeah, Amen.
That means I am listening.
It's also the closure of a player. Amen. You know,
Yeah, so if I say I go, that means I want to speak.
I'll go.
That means
Aho.
I will shut
And
up.
the native people would say aho, meaning I hail, I have confirmed, I agree, or I hail Creator. Aho.
So
It's an
the poem that
exclamation.
you wrote, I wanted to do one of mine in response.
Oh, wonderful. You got a poem? Let's hear it.
I have a few poems. I do. But they're in my head.
Oh, okay.
But the one that you just triggered one, I'm going to say it real fast. It's really short. It's called, if I can remember it, by Michael Anthony Joseph. Excuse me. I don't know why it's like that. Every time I'm about to perform, I have to burp. What is that? Is that nerves?
Yeah.
That's nerves, right?
Yeah, and a habit that you're unconsciously accepting, that you have to erupt and sort of, gurgle out something that's not necessary, but also a way of clearing out the gases and the residue nonsense that doesn't belong to be there. And it's like your turn to speak and perform. Suddenly a burp is just a way of clearing the air.
Every time, thank you. Every time. Condemn Passion by Michael Anthony Joseph. Hope I didn't mess up the mic. I hit myself twice.
No, you're good.
Okay, here we
Condemn
go.
passion?
It's called Condemn Passion.
All right, let's hear it.
I wrote this when I was 20, like 19.
Oh, you still got it fresh?
I'm 59.
Oh, look at 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow, I write a poem every week because I'm
40.
all the time because I have a conduct a poetry
That's
class. So
40
I make an assignment and I bring in new ideas every week, and I like writing poetry. And
I was 40
I
years
can
old.
only remember one day to the next, but I enjoy it. It's always a creative process. But I'm glad you've got. The beautiful thing about poetry that's good is that it stands up in time. Longfellow, Shakespeare, 400 years later, William Blake, we're talking this stuff that's hundreds of years old because it's a great poem. Like Nevermore, by the Raven, and various famous poems that are always quoted. So, God bless you, Michael. Let's hear your 30-year-old poem, and I'm sure 30 years from now it'll just
No,
be
it's more
just
than
as
30
good.
years.
Well,
I am
300 years from
59.
now,
I
it
was
might be
19.
wonderful.
That's 40
It's
years.
timeless. It's a great story. It's a
40.
wonderful poem that
I'm just waiting for
stands
you.
up in
As soon as
time.
you let me say it.
Well, I just want to interject. You were excusing the fact that you had memorized it 30 years ago, and
Yeah,
I'm
it's
saying,
like 7 poems I remember from when I was 19.
oh, wow.
7 poems.
Well,
So
let's
here we
go.
go. As soon as you get
Vamos, let's hear it.
Okay, here we go. Did you see me just burp again just now? Oh, shit. Sorry.
It's just your unconscious habit of
Out of
clearing your
nowhere,
throat and
after all
prepping
that
yourself.
time I listened to you talk, I didn't have to burp as soon as I was about to say action. Oh my God, that is ridiculous. Condemn passion. Love. Who needs love? Who needs to need? Who wants to want? We sometimes lose control of it, so therefore it can destroy us. We accept it like a friend, but it treats us like an enemy. We want it to be in us, but we're not strong enough to endure the pain that follows. Aren't we fools? We allow something that we cannot see or touch to cross over the altar of our souls while it desecrates our integrity. If we hadn't recognized love, we would not have recognized loneliness. His diligence can no longer shine, and like the dust of the earth, his integrity has withered away. Beings of the deep laugh at him, while crimson-colored fire burns around his vulturized substance. He has allowed his heart to fall into a feeling of passion. Now his heart is condemned to fall into passion's pit of pain. by Michael Anthony Joseph.
Wow, that's interesting.
That's the left. You know
Touching.
that's the left, right? That's the left. You're supposed to do the right.
You're supposed to do the right. Why?
It's a black thing.
Oh, and
It's a black thing. You know it is.
no, I don't know, and
the
I
right
don't.
hand, you don't salute with your right. You don't know that.
Well, I know that.
I mean, we could do left if you do left.
I believe that.
I was just messing with
like
you.
like the
I don't
power
really
salute,
care. It's the same thing.
the Olympics, the rose the right fist.
It really doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. What does matter, though, is that these hands are energy portals. So when we bump fists, we're touching each other and acknowledging each other, but we're not exchanging energy. But when we shake hands, my hand connects to yours, yours to mine, and now we are communicating on an unconscious level and sharing, transferring energy. So it's better to shake hands than to bump fists. If you really want to share, like a hug somebody, you put your arms around your chest, you hug someone briefly. It's good, at least 20 seconds. Then you're really transferring an energetic field of your aura into their aura and connecting on a deeper level. Because our brains are a processor, but like in the cloud, it holds all the memories, and the same with our being. Our auric field has all of our energetic flow and memory patterns. And so, like with auditioning, you're directing a play. You get 100 resumes, and they all look good, the picture and the resume, but you need to see the actor and hear them in person and get their aura, their energy in person, and really audition someone in person to understand whether that person's going to fit your role or not, and that who's right for this role, because that's one-on-one. We are psychic and more than meets the eye. We have a whole metaphysical, the aura around us, our electromagnetic field.
Well, a lot of changes have happened in the industry because of COVID.
Yeah.
But the SAG meeting that we had you was there. I saw you, right?
Yep.
They're saying that a lot of things have changed. A lot of things are changing, especially with AI and all this. A lot. But yeah, people they do want reels. I think that the thing to do, what I'm gonna do, is shoot reels for people. See, the thing is that over the years of going to SAG screenings and showcases and seminars, and from being in the union for so many years, just being in so many movies and so much background work, principal work, training people, dealing with their idiosyncrasies and their bad habits and unprofessionalism. I mean, the years have made me a pro just for being in it for so long. Not really many can say much to me. And it really doesn't matter if they do or not, because I am completely self-sufficient right now. And everything I'm doing is moving forward. I got the space to do everything I want to do, and I don't have to charge a dime. It doesn't matter if I charge money or not. I only do it because I really want to do it. And one thing that I learned, I remember I was watching, I think it's one of the stars, I'm not going to quote her name, but she was saying that she didn't go to college. She didn't go to college. But the thing is, you see, she knows her niche. She plays the same type of character in every movie. And I see a lot of stars are stars, but they got that one movie that got them in. And I remember when I met Ed Norton, I worked on New York Undercover, and I met Ed Norton, and I already knew Malik Yoba and all that, but we were all in it together. And the dude did a movie called Primal Fear, where he said he waited online. It was his first movie, first audition. And he waited all the way around the avenue for an open call. And then the scene, he had to play a good guy who was innocent that had committed murder. that had split personality and changed personality right on the witness stand. And that movie made him a star. And it also made the girl in it a star. So what I can do is I can look at a person and I can tell them what their niche is, what that character is that they're going to keep getting stereotyped. That's what happens. They see you and they keep hiring you to play the same character, the same type of character. So I can take a person and make a scene from scratch. If I want them to be a prostitute that gets raped or a killer that gets revenge, I can create the scene and shoot the scene, put it together, make their reel, and help them send it out to an agent. But I want to do that on the show.
All right, yeah, that's the name of the show, Making a Star, right?
That's the name of the show. Making of a
Well,
Star.
wonderful. I worked with Eddie Murphy years ago. I was a stand-up comic, and Jerry Seinfeld and Eddie were young guys, and they wanted me in their Saturday lineup, but I was doing the Monday night showcase. I had a singing dog act. I'd play harmonica and they'd woof along. It was hysterical. It was really funny. And I didn't tag along with them, but now I see how they have evolved. Jerry has a shtick, and his Seinfeld is his Seinfeld, but Eddie Murphy really evolved as an actor and a comedian into various roles, even women, and just totally unrecognizable, totally well done as a versatile actor. That is the opposite of what you're saying about playing the same type, you know?
Stereotyped.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Eddie Murphy is,
Yeah.
but he is a
He's
comedian.
brilliant.
Yeah, and of course. His money is in being versatile. His money is in being able to act stupid and be smart, and
Right.
he played very. See somebody like that. The first thing you have to teach to work with somebody like that is to make them fearless in front of the camera. So the first challenge is movement, right? To break them out of being shy or afraid, you know. So in front of the camera. So. That's why when I went to Talented Unlimited at Julia Richmond, it was dope because my teacher was a mime teacher. He taught mime.
Oh, pantomime. Yeah, I studied that 2 years with Richard Morse at HB Studios. And mime, yeah, is wonderful, you know, like the invisible.
Yeah.
In fact, my dad and grandpa were famous for Our Town, which was one of the original plays in 1938 that used mime on stage with no sets and no costume or props and no, you know, and it was all pantomime, and it broke the fourth wall. You know, Our Town by Thornton Wilder, a Pulitzer Prize winning play. Well, my grandpa was a pipe-smoking narrator gentleman, and my dad played the juvenile lead. And that was one of the first plays on Broadway and a major theater that incorporated mime officially.
See, so his name was Matthew Mittler. So his teacher was Marcel Marceau.
Oh yeah, Marcel Marceau, the master French mime artist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So even though he's a mime genius, like he's a what they call that master, he didn't just teach mime in class. He taught movement. So
Right.
that means
Like pulling the rope.
all type of crazy shit. So like, and then he even had where you had to face your fears. So he would make us stand on the stage and fall backwards, and they had to catch us. So, and yeah, you know, free fall, blind falls, and stuff like that. And then you had to act like you was freezing cold, like freezing, turning frozen, and be still for 7 minutes. And then you had to act like your whole left side wasn't working. So you had to get from one side of the room to the other side with just one leg and one arm. So you're like crawling on the floor.
Yeah, good stuff.
He break you out of that being afraid to fall on the floor.
All right.
Touch the floor and stuff. Yo, he was off the chain.
That's good.
You know what I'm
You had a
saying?
good teacher then.
Yeah, throw water on you, all of that. Screaming, hollering, pantomime, no words, but you had to do the whole scene with just a facial expression. Yo, so my class is off the chain. When I was teaching, off the chain. So I take what I was taught, and then I didn't wait to go to college.
Right.
I didn't wait for somebody in college to give me the degree. I just met somebody who taught me. He's still my friend today, Jonathan Shaw, and he taught me how to be the middleman.
Yeah, my dad, he wanted me to go to college, and I had a scholarship to RAD, the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts in London, but study Shakespeare and all that.
Like a great
and then
school.
I come back to New York and from Spain, and he said he stuck me in HB Studio when I had full courses for 2 years. So I was like 19 and 20, 21. And I had to learn makeup and playwriting and mime and jazz dance and singing and you know, you name it.
It was better then than it is now. When did you go to HB?
Oh, I was there 1977
anything was
to
off the chain.
1979.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And I studied with Udo Hagen and also Herbert Berghoff, and
Yeah, it was
Edward
awesome.
Morehouse was my teacher for scene. He had me work a Shakespeare scene 5 times in the same scene. I brought it in. So I was like, I knew Brutus and Cassius, and I just, you know, but it kept, and I was done. It was great. Oh, no, you know, and tweak it here, tweak it there, scene study, technique, and it's like, oh, yeah, you can always dig deeper into the character, even though you think you got it down. Well, you can always find new levels if you allow yourself to explore that possibility. But usually we lock into a character and we're comfortable. We learn our lines and that's it. You know, we make it real. Acting isn't that difficult. It's difficult to learn your lines, take a script, and actually also learn your scene partner's lines and really understand the book. And then once you got that down, then it comes naturally. You know the story.
Well, I try to tell my clients, people who come through the door, that it takes more than one thing to make it, to get in. Because not only do you have to get in, when I say make it, it's not just making it, you have to be consistent.
Yeah, it's a business. It's not just acting technique. It's getting over in the world of business and treating yourself like a commodity as a business that sells yourself, or if you don't have an agent or a representative to actually sell you, you got to market yourself and get out there and make rounds and try to get auditions and be seen.
Yeah.
And once you get the job, then the show's over, and then it's next. You're out of work again. There's nothing steady.
Well, what I was
it's not like
saying-
being a plumber or electrician, where there's constant demand. Every role is different, so it's always tricky to find a job.
Okay. What I was saying was, I said, last thing I said was you got to be consistent. Because on one thing, you do need training. Training basically is practice. You do this, you work. You work, you practice. You work with other actors, you work on your own, on your monologue, your presentation, you work on your reel. And every time you work, you learn more and more and more. So it takes consistency. But yes, you have to know, you have to look yourself in the mirror and know what you're selling. What is it that we see when we look at the mirror? Because that's what the casting director is going to do. You might think you know who you are, who your personality is. You know who you are when you go to sleep at night. But the casting director does not know you. All they know is what they see in your picture. So when they see your picture, they're going to judge you. So even if you can act your ass off, and they mind, you might not be right for the part. You might be a great actor, but for this particular script and this particular character that they need, you might not be right for it.
Yeah.
So your best.
Or you may be perfect for it, but the leading lady is about an inch taller than you, and they need a taller actor.
That's a good one.
Sorry, you were wonderful, but you're just not right.
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
Oh yeah, there's lots of different good points. Yeah, but as you were saying, it's a craft. It's not just a career. You got to work at it. You got to really enjoy the process of learning and growing as an actor.
I want you to let me make my point. I'll try and make it quicker. There are different things that go into you getting established in the business. I myself try to offer all those things to an up and coming new star, to a new talent. One, you need exposure. You need an agent. You need to know casting directors. I am in the Screen Actors Guild. I get a production schedule. I know casting directors on a first name basis. I've been sending them people for years. I've been teaching people how to get in the business, how to get work, how to go on websites like casting networks. I've been a consultant for many years. So that one thing is knowledge, knowing what you're doing. Two, what are you selling? How are you selling it? When you look in the mirror, do you have pictures that show you? I hire photographers to shoot your pictures. I don't just do pictures that everybody else have. I do pictures that show your personality. But now, both my photographers have blown up. Danny's in LA and Chris is too expensive. So now I'm learning to take the pictures myself.
Good.
I'm actually learning to shoot myself. So I really just need an assistant. I need a photographer that needs a space to shoot out of. You need a space, I got you. I got a beautiful studio. And I got cameras, I got mad lights, everything. So
Yeah, the first show we did was at your place. They had a lot of equipment and a nice around 100th Street. Where is it?
I'm on 112th Street.
112th Street.
See, that's another
the
thing.
East side.
They have to have a package to present to people. Then they need to be connected to the union. You know, because we're a union, we can take people. You can bring a guest to the special events. You know that, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I can take a person that's not union, and I can take them and bring them on the show. Like if there's a screening at the union, if there's a special event, I'm allowed to bring a non-union person. So one, you need guidance, you need training, you need a package. I got all of that
Terrific.
through me, right? And I don't even have to charge.
Well, your time is valuable, and you know,
is valuable.
and people want to be able to give and learn and give and take.
You want to do one of your songs? Do a song. I'll shut up.
Oh, I don't know. Music is wonderful. One of my songs.
One of your songs?
No more war, por favor. No more war, if you please. No more war, por favor. For the birds and trees.
Okay, I said, is that, come on, man. How am I going to send that to MCA Records? Come on. Give me a song.
Well, wait a second. You know, that was just a simple 2-chord song, but how about this? This is another simple 2-chord song.
No, I want a song.
That
Can I
is-
have a real song that you wrote?
I once saw a girl, or should I say, she once had me. She showed me her room, isn't it good? Norwegian wood. She asked me to stay and she told me sit anywhere. So I looked around and I noticed there wasn't a chair.
Okay, Frank. You got
I mean,
it.
that's simple.
I won't be
That's a
asking
simple
you to
2-chord.
perform any music anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna give
You
him
ain't got to worry about that.
When they give him a moment, anything's possible, you know? It's like,
Make an announcement. Before the time runs out. Sounds pretty good. I
so,
should've
what's
just let
up?
you
You're
play.
making an announcement.
We got. Okay, yeah. Want to make an announcement. Today is Tuesday.
Tuesday.
This Friday, I'll be taping my first agent showcase.
Oh, wonderful.
What I plan to do, because I really didn't advertise it enough, so I really don't expect to get a lot of the whole show on one day. But I'm gonna start taping it. So that means I have people come perform on the show, and I'll tape it, and I'll put that tape together, and I'll send it to agents from franchise agents that are with the Screen Actors Guild. So, a franchise agent showcase on tape.
What, we bringing a monologue or something?
Yeah, everybody's gonna do a monologue. A good monologue.
Terrific.
You gonna do Free Friday?
No, I did. I taped you last time. I
was
did. I
with me,
brought
yeah,
in
but
Shakespeare.
Yeah, but I don't want that one.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. That wasn't
Shakespeare's too old and
enough. No,
dated.
because you was talking to two different people at the same time. It's just ridiculous.
Well, I was playing. I was doing a whole scene.
You were talking to me. The way you did it. It was two people.
Yeah, didn't play the scene.
It didn't work out.
Too confusing. No.
No.
You know, a great line from Shakespeare is, nothing is either good nor bad, but thinking makes it so.
No, it didn't make any sense. Well, you couldn't follow it. It's not going to do you justice.
It shows versatility.
No, I want you to get
some strong man and some weaker
man.
If
I show you,
a dialogue, a conversation.
Let me tell you, there's something about
a split personality.
There's something about being the middleman.
Okay.
You're as good as what you present.
Right.
On both ends. So when you mess up on both ends.
But what
That's
about...
the thing. No, me.
But a monologue should have a good range of emotions, right?
What I'm saying is, even though it's you performing,
yeah,
I'm on the line. Do you understand? It's my reputation that's on the line. Because I'm telling this agent that you can act, even though you can't. But I'm still putting my rep up.
Right.
For the presentation.
Of course.
So so that tells the agent, now he can trust me to present valuable talent to him. Right. And it also tells him that he can trust you.
Well, so you're becoming like an agent, manager.
I am being a manager. That is being an agent.
Congratulations.
But it's different. I don't want that title. But I'm doing the action of an agent. If I do what I'm doing, it's the same thing as an agent. But as a manager, because I'm presenting you to an agent.
Right.
So it's like being a talent scout for an agent.
Right.
But it's also doing the job of a manager. Because that's what a manager's job is.
Yeah, to help a person shape their career.
Get you signed.
Right.
Yeah. So, yes, Michael A. Joseph 2 at gmail.com. Send me an email. Michael A. Joseph Studio at gmail.com. You're a specialist. You use camera. You need a studio to work out of. I got you.
Thank you, Michael.
AMFT Studio, behind the scenes. Michael A. Joseph 2 at gmail.com. Want to contact me? Want me to find talent for you? Send me an email. You can call me on the phone. I got almost 2,000 messages.
Wow.
On WhatsApp. That app, this app right here.
Yep.
Almost 2,000 messages. I don't understand. And they all say, hey. All they say is, hey, how you doing? Texting me. Like I got time.
No, but there's a lot of AI going on and strange stuff going on, and telemarketing, and it's not all human.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So someone's going to reach out to you and say, hey, I'd like to be on your show, help me out, I want to get involved in the business, and I want to work.
234 area code, that's Africa. That's Nigeria.
Yeah, you respond to that, then they go, it's called phishing. They're phishing for your information. Yeah. Did you see the movie The Beekeeper? It was very fun.
That's what my man, Jason Statham, right?
Yeah, Jason Statham, and he plays the guy who, with these, busting these people that
go around doing stuff like that.
Yeah, that try to dig out your information.
They will stress you out. Then they keep telling me that I won all this money. 250,000.
Oh, right now, don't believe any of that.
You won.
No, you never win anything. What you do is you give them your information and they suck it out of your bank account.
And I'm like, my aunt is like, how did you win if you never applied?
Right.
I never applied. But how did I win?
Yeah, even if you did apply, it's like the lotto.
I never played the lotto, so I didn't
You don't
win
play the lotto?
No, I don't.
Why not?
I've been thinking about it. I'm thinking about it.
Doesn't matter. It's just a game,
Well, see, I don't want to say everything on camera. But you know what I need right now?
What?
I'm going to say this on camera. I need a person to stand in front of me and run the business. And let me be the mentor from the outside. Meaning they can be in front They can collect the money, put the money in their bank account, pay the taxes, take their part.
As far as being an agency?
No, my business.
A
What I
manager?
do, I don't want to do it. I'd rather have somebody run the business for me. I'd rather put a CEO. Is that what it's called? It's called a CEO.
No, it's
right?
called a worker. It's called a secretary. Someone who does the work. And, running the business is running the business. If it's your business,
even have
you
to
want
do
to take pride in it and enjoy the process.
No,
You don't want to do it, then don't do
I don't
it.
know if I'm explaining it right. I'm still gonna run things, but she's gonna be the front person. Does that make sense?
I guess so. But, whatever you do, and there's a beginning, middle, and end to everything. Like me, as an artist, I paint, and I love painting, but I also have to string up a wire and screw in the hooks on the
Okay, I'm gonna
back,
ask you a question.
and tape the sides, and find a frame, and find an exhibit or a gallery, a wall to hang it on. It's not just being an artist. There's a whole lot of stuff attached to or being an actor. As you say, you can learn your lines and have a good technique, but you still got to go out there and make auditions, castings, and headshots, and there's a lot of things attached to any business. So whatever your business you run, it's not just the fun stuff. It's, baking a cake. You've got to crack open the eggs and mix the flour and bake it, and things take time.
I know that. The point that I was trying to say is the question I've been trying to ask you before you got that far was if a person is on Social Security, if you're on disability, SSI, SSD, SSP, how can you run a business?
Oh, they do it all the time with the internet now and artificial intelligence helping out. And you get to hopefully make money. And if you do run a business and make money, then maybe you'll have to sacrifice your benefits that the government's given you because
Right.
you reach, you're either at this level of money making or you're at that level. So, as the money comes in, the more money you make, the more taxes you pay.
Right. So if you're on disability and let's say I decide to start teaching acting, and people want to pay for my acting lesson,
Well-
please let me finish this
Yeah.
question. Okay. If I am on disability, and I receive disability, and I want to teach acting how can I get paid as an acting teacher and still collect disability?
Well-
Only collage? I can't. You can't do both, right?
No, I guess
What if
not.
I do the school?
Well,
Wait,
you can
wait,
maybe just
I'm
ask
almost-
cash only
I'm
or
al-
by donation.
Right. Cash only or by donation.
Yeah.
But what if I put the school in Frank Craven's name?
Well, that's the Frank Craven School of Acting.
Right. Right. So not
I've been
Frank-
invited to
I'm
do that. I'm
asking
not
you-
doing that.
I'm not. Please don't listen. That was a question. I'm not asking you per se to do that. I'm asking you if I ask anybody, period, can I get somebody else? Can I do it under someone else's name? You don't understand the question? I'm
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to-
Well, of course, there's all kinds of trusts and second guessing and pseudonyms and different names and
I would want the person.
there's all kinds of ways
Let's say if
of
I
making
still
a
wanna-
business run
Yeah, if I
without
wanna-
you being attached to it or you officially involved. But you can be involved regarding the people involved in the business.
Yeah, I can be a mentor. I can consult. I can guide people and tell them what to do. I can do that. I don't even have to be the actual teacher, but I can definitely consult because, there's a lot of things that people don't even know.
Right. Well, you certainly enjoy the idea of this, want to make you a star. It's exciting to have an opportunity or a place to go. Many people are excited about following up on an acting career, but they don't know how to turn. Well, where to go? And if you have this studio at M&N and in your own place, that you can provide a reel for people and help them get going in the right direction with the right lighting and direction, that's fabulous. That's quite a service. That's good. And that's what I mentioned at the SAG-AFTRA meeting. We need a bulletin board, and why
We
is
used
it?
to
Well, you
have one.
couldn't just put up a notice, acting private coaching lesson, acting lesson. Contact me, Michael, at this number, and I'll be happy to help you out. There's probably 100 people who come in.
Yeah, I don't want to do that anymore. But we used to have that. I don't want to be on call to teach acting lessons.
Okay.
No. Do you understand?
Yeah.
See, first of all, I understand that it takes more than just an acting lesson to make it. If a person if I see somebody and I see potential and I want to do their reel, I'd rather shoot the whole reel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make the scene and shoot the reel. I'll do their comp card, all 5 looks. Because that's what I do. I'm a photographer. I teach acting. I'm a talent consultant. And I do talent showcase on my show. I showcase talent. I'm not just an acting coach. You know what I'm saying? So a person can't just say, here's $100. Now, you're my coach. I own you. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just took on a girl as a student because she's not just my student. I'm doing her whole package. And I'm going to showcase her so that other people can see what I can do. Do you understand?
Well, sure.
And I'm doing it here. And I just talk to them about it. And they like the idea. Because once I do it once, I can do it again.
Well, by all means, what you decide you want to do, you can do, and there's a good thing. And it's a good thing to do it.
Yeah, well, I did it before here, too. With one girl, and I never heard from her again. That means they all right when they don't bother you. If a girl gives you $400 and you shoot her reel and you never hear from her again, the next time I heard from her, she said he signed me, and that was it.
Well, all right.
She did there's the same scene I want to do like next week. It's a movie called Primal Fear.
Well, we're all stepping stones in the path of people's career.
Have you seen the movie?
No, but I remember Tom Hanks did that film about Elvis Presley and how he really managed Elvis completely and took control of his life to the point of frustration where Elvis wanted to tour Europe and do this and that, and this guy, just ran him ragged and had a
The
control.
real Elvis?
Elvis Presley.
The real Elvis Presley. You talking
He
about?
was controlled by a manager that he broke from, and even they had a lawsuit because he stole his money. But I'm talking about a manipulative guy who wants to control a talent versus you saying, I just want to be a stepping stone in someone's career and help them along.
Yeah.
So they don't hear from them again. No, it's all right. At least I made a reel that worked for them. Good. You helped them out on their path.
Well, see, there's different sides to the story because a lot of people, managers cry because they be like, yeah, I got him, I put him in front of so-and-so, and they told him, look, we'll sign you and we'll give you $250,000, but you got to let go of your manager. And the first thing they do is let go of their manager. So people like me get screwed. You know what I'm saying? I get you that opportunity to read in front of the agent, or the producer, and next thing I know, I don't hear from you. Next thing I know, I see you on TV.
Well, that's someone who's impolite.
Managers get screwed over every time.
Yeah, so what?
Middleman, they get what they want.
Bless it and let it go. Don't worry
They
about
keep
it.
it going.
I've done tons of student films. I never see the reels. They always promise me a copy of the movie, and I never see it.
Time's up. 58 minutes is over. Anyway, I don't know if I'm only going to get this part of it. See, it's over 58 minutes. 646-874-6597. I don't do any editing. You want to say your phone number?
No? I'm FrankCraven.com. Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you, man. It was a great show. Time went so fast. Didn't even realize the minutes had left.
All right.
I got to do is hit
We're on
that
to
button.
another day. Thank you.
I hit this button, right? Can you help me, please? Is it this one? I'm asking you. You're looking at me like I'm stupid.